Hi, guys. Welcome to the Dose of Realness. Today, we're going to be talking on the subject of why we need motivation in our lives. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Marlene. I am the content creator for Living Your Best Life. So, let's get started today by starting with the Best Life Crew song. Welcome, everyone. Please like and share.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. I am Marlene. I am the content creator for Living Your Best Life, and welcome to my channel. This channel is all about motivation, positivity, encouragement, and life lessons. And today on the Dose of Realness, we're going to be talking about motivation, what it is, why we need that motivation in our life, and what it can do to us to change the trajectory of our lives. So, first of all, let me see who's in the chat and welcome everybody in. Let's see who's in the chat. In the chat, we have She Reviews. Hey, twin. Hey, Geo's Vlogs, H Town. Welcome, all my members. You're welcome to drop exclamation point member to have your link dropped. Hey, Angela, how are you doing? So good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, Cooking with Sharisa. Welcome. Let's see. Angela's saying hi to Gio. Yes, guys, welcome everybody. Hey, Eunice. Good morning. I hope everybody's doing good. Let me put you guys on the screen. Let's see. Put you guys on the screen. I hope everybody's doing great. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you guys coming. So today we're doing the topic about motivation. We just finished with Geo. Geo just covered about business, the reasons why you should have a home business. So I'm going to tie it into why you need motivation, because you need motivation when it comes to your business, and you need motivation when it comes to your life. Okay, so let's get started, everybody. So, first of all, we got to define what motivation even is. What is motivation? So, motivation is a desire to act in a service or a goal. So, whatever service that you're going to provide, whatever goal that you're trying to accomplish and achieve, you need to have motivation. What is motivation? What comes behind the motivation? I should say. So you got to have a motivation, you got to have an excitement, you got to have a desire to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do in your life. Whether it be a home-based business, whether it be motivation to take care of your health, you need motivation for so many things in your life. You got to have motivation to be over your finances. You got to have motivation even to just live in daily life, to deal with your own inner trials, problems, your mental health. We need motivation for everything. We need motivation for everything in life. So let me look down at some of the notes that I wrote. So, motivation, it's one of the driving forces behind human behavior. It fuels competition and it sparks social connection. So, if you're not motivated, you're not going to be wanting to be in competition with yourself to get things going, to get things moving in our lives, because you got to have that. It's so very important. Yes. So welcome everyone that is in the chat today. Yes, motivation helps the self employed to become a self starter. Right, Angela? You got to have that motivation to get started, because I'll tell you, it's not a natural thing for most people to get motivated and to get excited about life, because most of us were always raised that we had to, you know, take care of everybody else's business. Like that's what it is when you are working for other people. You are working on other people's interests and not really your own. That's why it's so important the information that Gio just gave on how to start a home business. So it ties right in with motivation because you got to have motivation to have a home business. You got to have motivation for yourself. So let's start with motivation for yourself. Why should we have motivation for ourselves? See, you guys know I'm always going to start off by saying you got to have motivation because behind motivation is love for yourself. And I'm hearing something in the background. Hold on a second, guys. That's what it was. Okay. I had one of my other tabs going. So we got to have motivation and love for ourselves. That is so important. We have to love ourselves. And how do we do this? How do we love ourselves? Well, it all begins with the things that we speak about ourselves. It does not matter what other people may say about us, but we got to have love for ourselves and we got to speak over ourselves. Even if other people don't accept us, they don't treat us the right way that we deserve, we can have love for ourselves. We have to stop learning to define ourselves within other people. You are not loved based on who loves you. You are loved based on what you think about yourself. So let's start there. What do you think about yourself? Are you in a good headspace with yourself? Are you telling yourself every single day that you're deserving, that you're worthy, that you're capable, that you're able, you're deserving and worthy? You see, those are the things that we have to already speak over our life. We have to speak those things into existence, sometimes until we believe it, because maybe you may not be in that space that you really have a lot of love for yourself. You may love yourself, but you may not have enough to get yourself motivated, to get yourself started. Because I'll tell you guys, hey, 1SP, welcome. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you're doing great. It's so good to see you. Yes, thank you so much for coming, everybody who is in the chat. So it's so important for all of us to speak positive thoughts, affirmations over ourselves, because I'll tell you guys, living in this world that we live in, it can really beat you up. It's sometimes family members, sometimes just life in general can just devour you, say mean things to you, hurtful things, condemn you, look at your past instead of your present. So it's a lot of things that go into the reasons why we can lack motivation in our life. But we have to start speaking it over our life. And the more that you say things to yourself is the more that you're going to believe it. So we got to start there. We have to start by speaking love over ourselves, speaking positively about ourselves, believing that we can do it before we can. That's very key and very essential to motivation. We have to believe that we are deserving to be able to have whatever it is that we want to get motivated to do, whether it's a business, whether it's getting our health together, whether fixing our finances, going after a goal that you want to accomplish, whatever it is that you want to get motivated about, you got to speak it over your life. And then you got to believe in your dreams. Because if we don't believe in our dreams, what are we going to be? Where everything in life is set up to what you think and the actions behind it. So you got to first believe it about yourself, got to put it into your mind and say, I believe this about myself. Put it down on pen and paper and then make a clear, very clear, I'm going to do this by this date and this is how I'm going to do it. And then you just keep checking in on yourself. That's how you become focused and goal oriented, because you can't just say, I'm going to accomplish a goal if you don't know how you're going to do it and you don't know when you're going to do it. All of those things behind motivation, you got to keep that adrenaline going. You got to find out what's the reason why you are doing things. That's the biggest source of motivation. You have to know, what is your why? What is causing you to even want to try to do whatever it is that you want? You got to know your why, and you have to make it clear for you. It has to make you want to continue to do more. It has to be something that like gets you excited. It can't just be like, I want to do this and just cut and dry. No, you have to know what is the reason. What is the excitement? Does it get you excited? That's very important. Hey, James. Good morning. Welcome in. I hope you're doing great. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, so let's go to the first point that I have. I just covered motivation is a desire to act in a service for a goal. It's one of the driving forces behind human behavior. It fuels competition and social connection. So, the first thing is, why do we need motivation in our life? Because motivation is going to allow us to change a behavior. It's so important to understand that a lot of things that we may be doing in our life, a lot of behaviors that we are doing is kind of sabotaging our success in our life. We can want to do things, we can have all well meaning goals to be able to want to do things, but sometimes we have to change certain behaviors so that we can accomplish our goals. We got to change the behaviors. What is it, the driving force behind what we want to do? What is it that gets you moving and going? So we have to learn that if something is not good, we have to identify what is stopping my progress for my motivation. And it starts right there. We have to be honest with ourselves. When you talk about other people, that's other people. But when you talk about yourself, be honest with yourself. What is stopping me from accomplishing my goal? What is stopping me from getting to that next level in my life? We have to be honest about it. Am I slowing down the pace? Is it that I don't believe in myself enough? Is it that I don't believe in my goals? Is it that my motivation is not clear and concise enough? See, you got to get very clear, very direct. Exactly. See, I talked to a mentor one day and they were telling me that you can't just say you want to accomplish a goal. You have to get clear. Okay, what is an average day going to look like when you're walking in the life that you want? What are you going to look like? Yeah, you know, get clear about all of it. What is your weight going to be? How does your hair look? Where are you going to be living? What is the day in your life? What kind of car are you going to be driving? Where are you going to be living? How much money are you going to have in the bank? See, the more that you get clear and clear and clear, direct about what it is that you will be doing, is the more that you know where to focus and center your goals to. That's everything behind motivation. If you don't know exactly what you should be doing, how can you do it, right? We got to know what is the driving force, what is it behind it. And then when you know, okay, I'm doing this, this is my why, this is why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I believe in myself, I love myself, and because I know I can do it. And then you say, I'm going to be doing it, and this is how it's going to look. See, you're giving yourself a visual, a visualization. You have to know what am I going to look like? What am I going to be doing? How much money is going to be in the bank? What are the type of people I'm going to be around? Is this going to be an office space or is this going to be an online space? All of those things we have to get clear, very clear. The clearer we get about our goal, the clearer we get about our vision, is the more we can get excited because we know what it's going to look like. And when you know what things are going to look like, now you can really go after what you want. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. I've put you on my TV to listen. I'm getting ready for a medical procedure in a bit. Okay, thank you, Angela. Appreciate that. Let's see. Yes, facts. So true. Yes. So, guys, number one was it allows us to change behavior. So if you know what you need to do, now you need to make some steps in order to change the behaviors. So how can we change a behavior? Maybe that may not be good. Number one, you got to be honest with yourself. Number two, you got to find something that is going to, why? What is the reason? Why do you want to change that behavior? See, for me, one of my immediate goals was to save some money so that I can pay off a debt so that I can be more free to work on my business. Because I'm telling you guys that when you don't have these outstanding amount of money that you owe to other people, now you can more center. I can have more time. I can be freer. I don't have to work as hard as I want to. That's one of my goals for me. So I have put it into action. I've gave myself a time limit. When am I going to pay this bill off? How am I going to pay it off? What am I going to do now with the future money? So that's what I'm talking about, everybody. We got to get clear. We have to visualize, and then this is the hardest part. We have to put it into action, because motivation won't mean anything if we just say we want to do things. We have to do more than speak. We have to put it into action. We, like I always say, speak things into existence. We first have to believe in ourselves, love ourselves. We have to speak positive things over our life. And then after all of that, we have to put it into action. That's so very important. We have to be action centered. So many people, they love to say the talk, I'm going to do this, I'm going to, and they tell everybody, walk in silence. Walk in silence, everybody. Hey, Metro, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Hey, Apostle, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Yes. Amen. Yes. Okay, everybody. So, like I was just saying, we have to be action centered. It does not matter the things that you say if all you're doing is talking. We have to be um, careful about what you tell other people. So I'm telling you guys, people will try to sabotage you when they know so much. Don't don't tell everybody your business. Like I say all the time, mind your business. And that's not in a rude way, but you got to know about your own business. A lot of people, they focus their attention so much on what other people are doing. They're worried about what other people have in their bank account, what kind of car they're driving, how much money they have in their bank account, what they're doing in their life. And when you do that, you're taking the focus off yourself. See, we have to mind our business. What is going on with me? What is going on with you in your life? Take the focus off other people and get clear, get centered. And like I always say, put on your sunglasses. You got to be so focused on your own goals. You got to be so focused on your own business that you don't have time to worry or try to compete with other people. You got to be focused on you, because if you don't get excited about your life, if you don't get centered on what you need to be doing, who is going to? See, that's the whole thing that people don't understand. They're looking at other people who are getting things done, and meanwhile, you've stopped your progress because you're looking at what they're doing. No, take your attention off other people and put your focus back on what you need to be doing. What fulfills you? What makes you happy? What gets you excited? What can't you stop thinking about? That's a motivation. Write that down. This gets me excited. Now we have to think, how can this make me money? How can this be what I need to be doing in my life? That's all it is. It's just transfer of energy. Transfer of energy is very important. You can put your energy into things that is hopeless, things that will never pan out, things that will always make you feel negative and bring pain to you. Or you can focus your energy on things that is healthy, things that is good for you, things that is going to bring you joy. That's what you got to narrow your focus in. That's what you got to let your motivation be in your life. That's good. That's good, Metro. One day at a time. Exactly. Certain individuals want to get all personal with you, want to get to know the most personal business, right? Like my mom used to always say, people want to know your business because they don't have any. They're so worried about what you're doing because they're not doing anything with their lives. That's just what it is. This is why I don't look at what everyone is doing. I ask myself, Gia, what is it you want to do? Then I write out how I am going to do it and a timeline to get it done. That's right, Gio. That's what I'm talking about. We gotta know first, what is your purpose? Why is it your purpose? And how am I going to accomplish it? What, why, and how? What, why, and how? Thank you so much for that comment, Gio. It's always important to focus and concentrate on yourself, right? It is. And the way I was grown up, to be honest with you, when I used to hear people talk about themselves, I was always taught that it was selfish, and it's not. You have to be motivated for yourself. You got to know yourself. You got to know who you are, and you got to know what you want. Good morning, Donna. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well, your family, and you're feeling good today. Yes, amen, Apostle. Yeah, you got to focus in on yourself. That's why I always call it minding my business, not in a negative way, but I got to know what it is that Marlene wants. You got to know what it is that Metro wants, or Gio wants, or Donna wants, or Angela wants. You got to focus in on yourself, and you got to take care of you, because if you don't know who you are, you don't know what you want, you don't know where you're going, you're going to be lost. So many people, they go through their whole life, trying to compete with other people, trying to please everybody, and they never take a moment to figure out what is it that I'm good at? What is it that I want to do? What is it that the plan that God has for me? We're always so worried about chasing what other people may say that we should be doing, but what is it that makes you happy? What is your focus? And that's what you need to do more of, because the more that we do the things that fulfill us, we do the things that bring us joy, the things that bring us peace, then you're going to be motivated, because you're going to get motivated for things that you like, for things that bring you joy, that things that give you peace. So do more of that. So let's go into the next point. Number one was allows us to change behavior. Number two, motivation helps us to be creative. All right. It helps us to be creative. And I'll tell you guys something about that. I'll just say it this way. So many people, they look to how other people create. It's not a cookie cutter way, a one size fits all. How you want to be creative is not how I want to be creative. You have to be creative in your own way. Use your abilities. Nobody can do what it is that you do. That's what makes you unique. That's what makes you special, beautiful, amazing, all of those things. So focus in on what gets your creative juices going, what gets your creative juices flowing and thriving, and do more of that. And that's going to get you excited. The more that you're creative and you put your own spin on it and you look at it and say, man, I did good at that. So do more of that. Be more uniquely you. That's so important. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. The struggle is real with bills and taxes and high cost of living, gas and food. Yes, it is, Metro. Life can be very tough, and life can be so tough for so many people. True. Get to know you. Yeah, you got to know. I always say, like, people will look at things and say, it's a flaw from other people, but what could be your idiosyncrasy? What could be your thing that may offend other people, may be the drive behind what's going to get you motivated to get into your business, whatever your business is. Working from home, being a parent, whatever it is that gets you up in the morning, that gets you centered and focused towards what you want to do more of that. Be about your business, because if you're not excited about your business, about your goals, what you want to do, who is going to? We have to do more of that. We have to do more of loving ourselves. We have to do more of healing the wounds from the past. We have to do more. And when we start to take care of our mind, we start to take care of our emotions, put it in the right place. And I'll tell you guys something, that we got to understand that when it comes to business, we got to keep our emotions out of business. Make your business be your business, and leave your personal things to the side. I see a lot of times in business that people mix, they get their emotions so involved, and that's why their business can't thrive. So we got to take the emotion out of business and be centered and focused on our business, whatever it is that we want to do. We got to get motivated. We got to get excited about our life. We get one life. You get one opportunity in this life. How are you going to use it? Are you going to get excited about your life? Are you going to work hard on something that may be really difficult? Maybe during these times, maybe you're struggling financially and you want to do something, but you don't know how you're going to get the money. Troubleshoot. Use the internet. Google is always there, but you got to get excited about your business, because if you don't, nobody else will. Got to get excited about you, and you have to understand that you are very important. Okay, Metro says some can be cruel and jealous, but don't let any of them bother you. Always be you and continue reaching goals and success that is suitable. Right. Metro, I say this all the time. Be yourself. That's one of part of the channel goal, channel song. Be yourself. We have to understand we are very important. You are very important. And when you know how important you are, you're going to go after what is good for you. See, what is good for me may not be good for you. And you got to understand that it's okay. I'm not trying to be like anybody else, and you should not try to be like anybody else. I'm in my lane, focus on what is good for me, what is going to fulfill me, what is good for my finances, what's good for my emotional, mental, and my physical health, what makes my spirit happy. See, those are the things and reasons behind motivation. What another person has going on in their life, I don't have going on in my life. So you got to do what is working for you. You got to give yourself like a shot in the arm, a boost. Tell yourself that you can do it. All of that is so important. So many people, when they're going through a hard time, they get beat up, they get sad, they feel down, and then they just give up. Never give up. The more that life is becoming difficult and hard for you, is the more you need to keep telling yourself, I can do it. It's a hard time right now, but I can do it. I can move through anything. I can be anything that I want. I love myself, and I know that I deserve it. I deserve whatever it is that I want. And you got to tell yourself every day until you achieve it. Rework it. And I'll tell you guys, if something is not working for you, find other ways. Mentor other people. Look on the internet. Look at people who are successful. See, if something is not working, nothing is going to change unless you change it. If you keep doing the same thing year after year, that is the same thing you're going to get. Hey, Peter. It's so good to see you. How are you? Happy Thursday to you. Welcome in. Let's see what I missed in the chat. Motivated, dedicated, and having patience to reach a goal will bring success. Yes, it's just a matter of all of the right elements. You got to have a plan. You got to have your why. You have to work hard on your goal. You got to surround yourself with the right people. It's just a matter of consistency, being persistent, and the right tools. And you just keep plugging at it until it happens. Whatever makes you happy inspires you, what you want to do in general. Yeah, you have to do what makes you happy. You have to. It's very important. I love my babies forever. Good morning. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Welcome into the stream. Feel free to join in on the comment section if you have any thoughts that you want to add to this, because this topic is about why we need motivation in our lives. So the next point after being created, we have to set goals. And setting goals is not just a vague thing, because people say, "Oh, set goals," but what is a goal? You know, and why should we have goals? See, goals help us to get things done, get things accomplished, but we can't just have big goals just like that. We have to have focused, centered goals, goals that have an end date. We have to know why, and we have to know how we can accomplish it. And we have to give ourselves within those big goals short goals that is attainable, because I'll tell you guys, when you attain a goal, this is when you are going to be very happy. The more that you achieve a goal and you accomplish something, there is no fulfillment like that in your life. There's no fulfillment like the joy that you get when you accomplish something. I know everybody in this chat has accomplished a goal and you're feeling good. You got the endorphins going, you know, you're smiling. You need to have more of that on a regular basis. You got to have some small goals within your big goals. Having small goals within your big goals helps you to keep going. Yes, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that. Sometimes a lack of motivation stems from a desire to avoid uncomfortable feelings, self-doubt. Yes, Peter, I was just going to get to that point, but since you said it right here, I'm going to cover it. Why we need motivation in our life. Motivation in our life stems from us having a desire. And when we have a desire, we will push out of the uncomfortable to comfortable. You know, we'll get from the comfortable to the uncomfortable. And that's so important. We have to get from the uncomfortable to the comfortable. And I'll tell you guys that a lot of times we get comfortable in situations because we're just so used to having a certain, you know, things that we do every day. You know, it's like no, it's like robotic, but we got a system. You wake up at a certain time, you go to work, you do this, you do that. But if it's not working, sometimes you got to change it. We have to, you know, reset, restart, and try something new if we want something to change, because you can't keep doing the same set of things and expect to have a big change in your life. You got to have some changes in order for a change to happen. I am great. Thank you so much for coming and being here. Yes, set SMART goals. It has to be something that works, because you can have goals all you want to, but if it's not something achievable, if it's not something that you can see some results, even small little results of having a goal will get you excited, and that's going to give you even more motivation, because when you see things happening in your life, when you see things taking place, what is going to happen? You're going to get more excited. You're going to keep wanting to go forward to the next level of your goal. And what is going to happen? You're going to get more motivated. All of that is important. Hi, Miss Poulard. Good morning. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing good. I appreciate you coming through this morning. Hey there, Peter and Miss Poulard. Financials and in debt are hard to get out of. Sometimes we have to make a sacrifice to keep a roof above our head and try to get some assistance to control our debts. Right. Sonic, because I'll tell you guys, life and being in the pandemic, and a lot of people have lost jobs, homes, cars, and everything is skyrocketing. So we have to do what works for us. Sometimes you may have to learn some new skills. Sometimes you got to change certain things. Sometimes we got to learn to downsize. We have to do a lot of things in order for our life to get success. Sometimes you got to downsize in order for you to get to the next level, because if you think that you can live doing the same thing and something is not working, you're wasting your time. A motivated individual will have greater job satisfaction, heightened performance, and a willingness to succeed. Exactly, Peter. You got to be motivated. People, people who are excited about something are usually people who are happy, people who are at peace. So you got to get your motivation for what you want to do. And it doesn't look like other people. What gets other people motivated and excited may not be what gets you motivated and excited. I know for me, I really struggle really hard with keeping a consistent exercise routine. And for me, what gets me excited is I have to get myself new exercise gear on a regular basis. When I see myself have new sneakers, new exercise pants, new exercise tops, that gets me excited. I know it sounds like a small thing, but you got to do whatever it takes you to get excited about whatever it is you want to do, whatever goal you want to do. For another thing that helped me in for my weight loss was having a picture of myself when I was smaller, or just a picture of somebody who may be the size that you are. You got to have some visualization sometimes, or putting out a bathing suit you want to get into, or a picture of a trip that you want to go to that you can achieve when you save a certain amount of money, or when you pay off a certain bill. We have to have things that, what is it that you is going to get you excited to get to your next level, to get you excited to go after what you want. We got to get excited about things. Yes, goals keep us moving forward. Exactly, Apostle. Exactly. We got to have attainable goals. That's so important. It's so good that you're here. It's very much appreciated. Thank you all for being here. Yes, you can do anything. Trust and believe in yourself. That's so important. And I would just want to pause on that for a moment, guys, because I know that this life is busy, and people have families, they have responsibilities, so much stuff going on. A few of you may have health problems. Life is hard and difficult in itself, but you gotta slow down sometimes and focus on yourself. What's going on with you emotionally? How are you doing? What is some of the things? Do you have some skeletons in your closet? Some things that is, you know, bothering you, so things that people have hurt you. You got to let go of those things, because if you're holding on to all of those burdens from the past, how can you live in your present? We have to let go of things that hurt you, or even sometimes we have to let go of people who hurt us in order for us to get to our next level. And you got to believe in yourself, even sometimes when it's hard, even when you don't have a lot of believing in yourself, but you got to say, I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to try, because I deserve the best of everything. That's how we have to speak to ourselves. Motivation might mean stepping back from living beyond our means and starting fresh, and strive for simple things and build up from there. Yeah, Peter, I agree. I was just speaking on that. We have to learn to live within our means, and what my means look like may not be your means. You have to do what is good for you. For me, I'm a person that I don't think it's good to feel so stressed out trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to have the big fancy if I can't afford the big and fancy. That's my personal view. Everybody has to have their own personal view. So I like that I can be able to afford where I live, so that I can be able to travel more and spend more time on my self care, because I love spending time on massages and facials and all kinds of things, and travel and eating out. That's what I would rather spend my money on, instead of what other people like, the biggest, newest fancy car. That's my personal view. Yeah. Sometimes you got to downgrade to upgrade your piece. I think I should make that one something I put on my shirt. Sometimes you have to downgrade to upgrade your piece. I like that. Yes, exactly. Yesterday, I bought some new workout gear. This week, looking for some pink colored Nike sneakers. Ooh, that sounds exciting. The newest one that I got, I think I showed it to you guys in a vlog. I'm not sure, but I bought some purple Reeboks. And I don't know, this like gets me excited to work out, because I have some pretty sneakers. I know it sounds strange, but it has to be something that gets me excited to exercise, because I naturally am not a person to like to exercise. So I have to have something that I see that I like, that I actually want to use, because if you just have something and you don't like it, you're not going to use it. Yes, live within your means. It's something simple to say, but it's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother thing to receive that, right, Gio? Because like, let's just be honest, everybody. Everybody wants more, right? We all want more. We want more things. We want. Who doesn't want nice things? We all want nice things, but if you can't afford it, if you have a collection people calling you because you can't keep up with things because you're living beyond what you make, it may be time to rethink, because maybe you're not living the kind of way that you want to live. So everybody has to do what's right and best for them. I was very determined and motivated yesterday and the last 2 days to get research done to get my car back, because of a transmission control module went out on me and had an extended warranty. Oh man, I'm sorry, Metro. That's tough. I really hope you get your car back, because I know it's difficult when you don't have your car. You can't move the way that you want to. So I hope everything goes well with you in that aspect. I love that you. I deserve that. Whatever it is. Why not me, right? Yes, why not you? Why not you? And it's not selfish. It's not selfish to want better. It's not selfish to want certain things, but we got to learn to live within our means, things that bring us peace. And you got to know that if you want better in your life, you deserve it. Hi, Just Teresa. Welcome. We have to know that we deserve it. You deserve it. You're worthy. You're capable, and you're deserving of everything. You're worthy of it. So go after whatever it is that you want. Go after it. I love pink. It gives me good, positive energy. Awesome, Donna. So you know that that's your color. So that's what you get. For me, this is my power color. This turquoise kind of blue, and also this color. I'll show you my purse. This kind of blue. So these two kinds of blue, it gives me very good positive energy. So that's my, I've learned that I have power colors, I guess you could say. That's great, Donna. Girl, I am not trying to live beyond my means. All you get is bad credit. Yes, and headaches and stress, and wind up in the hospital and on blood pressure medicine. You got to know what's best for you. Yes, welcome in, Teresa. Yes. We deserve the best. Yes, we deserve the best of everything. But like I say all the time, we know that we deserve better. We know we deserve certain things. But what are we doing in order to achieve it? Are we believing in ourselves enough? Are we loving ourselves enough? Are we moving people out of our life that are starting to stunt our personal growth? We have to do sometimes some uncomfortable things, like deleting people's number, not responding back, or even telling people, I no longer want to have you in my life because you're bringing the negative vibes and energy, and I deserve better than that. So I would appreciate it if you do not contact me anymore. Sometimes we have to remove people out of our life in order for more peace, more love, more positive energy to be present with us. Some people bring us down. They bring in the negativity, they bring in the drama. And sometimes that's why you can't get motivated to get to where you want to be, because you're so focused on them. Hey, Anita, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, I like that color blue. Thank you, Donna. Appreciate it. I had to retire from working back in 2017 due to medical conditions that I have been focusing reaching healthy goals until 2019. I returned to work and doing better. That's great, Metro. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. I love to hear when all my viewers, when you're going through something and then you get through on the other side. That brings me so much joy. And I wish you peace. I wish everyone peace, happiness, fulfillment. I want you guys to go after what you want. What just because it other people may not even see the things that you're going through. All of us are going through hidden battles. There's things that Anita's going through, or Metro, or Teresa, or Donna, or Angela, or Apostle, that other people may never know about. People don't know what you're struggling with, the burdens, the problems that you have. Your health, maybe emotionally, you're dealing with certain problems. Maybe you're feeling discouraged and disappointed. Maybe you're grieving. Maybe you're just going through some really hard and difficult times. But you got to know that this too shall pass. Everything will be okay. You got to tell yourself that. You got to believe in yourself, love yourself. Say, I'm being conditioned. I'm being focused to learn something. Look at everything that you go through in your life as something to learn. You're learning something within your struggle. You're learning something within this. Great point. The first step is accepting that we deserve better, because some can't even get to that point. Yes, some people never get to the point where they feel that they deserve better. They think some people feel that just because whatever is given to them, that that's all that they can have and achieve. And it's not true. We have to condition our own minds to believe in ourselves, to love ourselves, to know that we have the potential. You have the potential and the ability to do anything that you want to do, but you got to not only know it, but you got to believe it. And when you believe it, then you can have the action behind it. The action is what is going to get you motivated, right? So, now once we accept, what will we do about it? Stop talking and put in the work. That's right. Love my babies forever. It's about the action, the action, the action, the action, right? Yes. Everything I can do to make her feel better. That's wonderful, Metro. That's so wonderful. Yes, believe in yourself. It's the key to motivation. It's the key to everything in your life. Even if you could have all the money, you could have all the what is it called, the material things that you want, but if you don't have love for yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't know you have the potential, everything starts here in your mind. What do you think about yourself? What do you believe about yourself? Do you believe and know that you can do things? You have to believe and know you can do things, even if it seems difficult, even if it seems harder. But if you know that this is for me, this is for you, then you're going to go out and go for it. Like Gio says, go for it. Go for it. Yes, thanks for always encouraging me, sis. No problem, Anita. I appreciate all of you guys. Especially thank you so much to all my members in my chat. My members, please drop exclamation point member, and your link can be dropped in the chat. And also, I thank you so much to my subscribers. I have to do a big shout out to all my subscribers. I appreciate all of you. I know I have 2,000 subscribers now, and I'm going to do a 2K giveaway when I dedicate this channel, because I think next week or the week after, I'm rededicating my life and my channel back to God. And I am moving forward with what God has for me, not what in comparison to other people. I'm not looking at what other people are doing. I'm focusing on what God has for Marlene. And I hope that that's going to help you guys as well, because the more that I work in line with motivating myself, I can keep you guys motivating. It's what is it called? It's an energy source. I want to give out positive energy because I'm believing in myself, and I want you guys to believe in yourself and know that you can do anything you want to. You can always give yourself more love, more peace, more blessings. but you got to keep going. Put in the action, put in the action, put in the action, put in the action. Thank you so much, Anita. Yes, keep pushing. You got to keep pushing. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Max, hey. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. I hope you're doing great. So I just want to encourage everybody who came in today. I'm just going to do a recap. I'm going to do a recap to all of you guys. Oh, I didn't mention two more points. So you got to grow your interest. Sometimes the things that we get that we are interested in is not things that's good for us. So we got to learn to expand our interest. You can like certain things, but we got to learn to expand. Hey, Tracy Ocean, welcome in. It's so good to see you. Thanks, everybody who's in the chat right now, all of you guys. It's so good to see everyone this Thursday morning. So we got to understand that we have to grow our interest. Sometimes we keep our keep things into like a little mold, a little box. We box ourselves in, and we think that, okay, just because everybody is doing this, this is what I have to do. No, expand your mind, expand your reach, expand who you think you can touch. You know, you can reach people all around the world. You can encourage, motivate, just know that you can. Know that the possibilities are endless for you. And you got to get motivated about you. You got to get motivated about you. Get excited about you. Remember that you are loved, you're blessed, you have the ability, you are a conqueror, you're victorious. All of those things is you're very powerful, but it's all about the power of the mind. What you believe. What do you believe you can do? What do you believe you are? Do you believe in yourself and love yourself? Can you see yourself with your mind's eye? I see myself with my mind's eye, walking the potential that God has for me. We have to walk in the potential that God has for you. What is for you is for you. Nobody can touch that. People can try to copy it, try to do something just like it. I'm not even listening to that, walking in that, looking at what other people are doing and how they're trying to duplicate me, how they're trying to copy me, how they want to be like me, how they try to use the same topics like me. Don't even get into that headspace and mind space. You got to get motivated and centered for what you want to do. You get motivated and excited for what you want to do. Nobody can step into the space that God has for you. Step into that space. Get firm on that foundation. Know who you are. Know where you're going. Know that you are loved and you're blessed and you have the ability. You're smart enough. You're capable enough. Know that and receive it and speak it over your life. I am capable. I have the ability. I am somebody. I can do it. I will do it. And I'm speaking this over your life and my life today. See, when you got that kind of motivation, when you got that kind of believing in yourself, loving yourself, forgiving yourself for the past, forgiving other people, letting things go, know that you can fly. You can fly like an eagle. Spread your wings, spread your thinking and your grasp. Don't stay inside of a box and trying to be like anybody else. Be yourself. Know that you are somebody. You are somebody special. Yes, thank you so much, Donna. Yes, you never know who you're going to reach, Anita. Never. You never know who you're going to reach, and you don't never know what somebody else is going through. I know in this live stream today, I said something to hit somebody, the right words. I always pray that I have the right words that I say that is going to touch somebody, that's going to encourage somebody, that's going to motivate somebody, heal somebody's heart and mind. And I'm very accountable about what I speak out of my mouth. And I want to encourage you guys, no matter what you're thinking, No matter what you think, you're having difficulties, you're having problems, a health problem, financial problems, you're not getting the support that you deserve. Know that you have the ability to do and step into whatever it is, whoever you want to reach, wherever it is that you want to go. You have the ability to be whatever it is that you want to be. Know that and receive it and act like you know it. See, the thing is that we love ourselves, we speak things over our life, but then we lack the drive to be able to go after. We just say we can do it, but what is the action? Are you really doing what you believe? See, we got to do what we believe. We have to say who we are. We have to say who we are, and we have to know it. Walk in it, because the more blessings come to you when you know who you are, and then you act like you know who you are. Act like you know who you are. Act like it. You got people watching you. You got people out there who are looking at you as an example. You are their example. So be a good example to other people. Be a good example to yourself. When you know you can do better, then do that. Do better, because you can. Believe that and walk in it. Care about yourself. Keep peace of mind, because the more that we keep our peace of mind, the more that we walk in who we are, the more that we keep loving ourselves, that's when we're going to get more motivated and we're going to keep going. So that's what I wanted to say to you guys. Be yourself. Know that you have blessings out there untapped. Those blessings are untapped because you're not walking in your gifts and your abilities. You have the potential. And I'm here to say that to somebody. I don't know who it is. Receive this message today. You have the potential to do more. Believe in yourself enough to know that you have the potential to try something, whatever it is. You want to try a business, you want to go out and do something, you want to reach and touch other people. We have to learn to act like we know who we are. Act like you know who you are. Receive that. You are somebody. So go out there and do it. Go out there and do it. Whatever it is that you've been dragging your feet about, whatever it is that the uncomfortable conversation that you need to have with somebody and tell them, I need to release you. I need to be there for myself more. I need to do more and take care of my health. I need to take that trip that I've always wanted to do. Today is the day. Today is the day. Don't let another day go by where you don't forgive, where you don't let go. Know that your motivation is going to come when you do those uncomfortable things, those hard things. Okay? Love yourself enough to know that you're deserving of better. I thank you guys all so much for coming and being here. And this has been the topic, why we need motivation in our lives. You need motivation. I need motivation. So keep knowing that you can do it and you can be anything that you want to do. You can achieve, but in your mind, lock it in. I am somebody. Lock it into your heart. I am special. I am deserving. And then put the action behind all of that. Love yourself. You only get one of you. Maintain your peace and maintain your joy. That is a precious possession that nobody else deserves to take away from you. I am Marlene, and I am the content creator for living your best life. And on this channel, I talk about positive, motivating, and encouraging videos. And on Sundays and Thursdays, I go live and I encourage you guys. I teach life lessons, and I would love for you guys to be there for all of that. So next week or the week after, this channel is going to go through a whole makeover, and I'm going to go live and tell you guys the new channel names. It's very exciting. I'm excited about what is to come for you guys, and I'm excited to what God has for me. I wish you all blessings and peace, more love, forgiveness, and get motivated. Get out there and do what you need to do so that you can accomplish whatever it is that you want. And as I say, every single video and live stream, Just know it. Just breathe it and be it and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself.